be rocking this place. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hokies offense will take the first swing of the game. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Heaves it deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Spins away from the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Offense set on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Horn. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quick release on the RPO. The Noles get enough to move the chain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. The give on the inside. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They want to run it left here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, them and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Glenn. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Getting some heat. It's complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Quickly complete. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got
trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
To throw, it's Horn. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball,
There he goes down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hokies.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to lay up the scoreboard.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback checking the play. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Horn. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. He finds his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Noles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking to throw on second down. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. New set of downs after that completion. Use the play fake, now to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down move.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat across the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They'll try the run. Just plowing ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Got a man.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Pull down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Back to pass. It's Horn. Tight end finds a soft spot. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll throw it on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Finds his tight end. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. They're working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Glenn. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking for a man. It's Horn. He looks that one in nicely. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he makes the catch inside the 20. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
To the air, it's Horn. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's got it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Pressure coming. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Hey, whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We've got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Horn. Looking left. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And we're look at this Hokie offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And the timing just a hair off.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The Hokies send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Horn. He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The give to the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the Seminoles are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Red pass is complete. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They want to just keep throwing it. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Got his man on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Touchdown, Florida State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Hokies will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To the air, it's Horn. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it was.
Now,
For a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Noles will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Trying to get to it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're bringing heat. On the run, fires downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
He's going to throw deep right side. What a snag by the defense. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down, it's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 35 over Indiana. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. On second down, he's looking downfield. He's got it. Afterburners coming. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball and being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats and you want to score, but you're right. The clock right now is your friend with a 2-possession lead.
He's got it again. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. And they'll take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys